hits in 21 and 22.
He had 181 this year. He was the leader till he went down. He would have had 200 hits this year.
I mean, if I would love to have Bo Bashette play shortstop. I mean, 27 years old.
I don't like him at shortstop. I like him at second.
At second base, really?
Yeah, not a shortstop.
What about third base? I mean, he's
maybe third. Not at shortstop. I don't think he can play short.
I mean,
he's seen him play a lot. No, I don't think so.
You played against Dante, right? His dad.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did I play against Dante? Not sure. I think he might have been slightly after me.
Dante started in 88 with the Angels. He was 88. He came up his rookie year, really took off in 89 as a member of the Angels.
Yes, I did play against him because I was with the Yankees. I did play against him.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, he could play. Dante was a good player.
Yeah, I mean,
very good player.
He was part of that expansion team with the Colorado Rockies.
Yes,
with Andres Galarraga.
Launch City. Yes, he could play. Dante was a good player in any park.
There in Colorado. Remember them? Ellis Burks, Vinny Castilla, Andres Galarraga, Larry Walker.
Yeah, his teammates with Ellis too, with the White Sox. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, Ellis could really play.
Bo Bachette's going to get paid. I don't know where he ends up. I don't think Toronto necessarily.
Somebody's going to pay him, no question. The guy can really hit. And you look at his setup. You think you could pitch this guy up and in, but he gets to the baseball. And then you think you can set him up there and then get him out of the way. But man, he gets 200. He can get 200 hits a year.
I mean, I was thinking a spot like San Francisco is a landing spot, but they got Willie Adames at shortstop, so there's no need for him.
I don't think he's going to play shortstop. I mean, mark my words on this day, on this network, saying it. I don't think he's going to play shortstop. I think he's going to play second base.
Well, maybe he fits in at second base in San Francisco. Yeah, Matt Chapman at third.
Yeah, how about that?
I mean, that's a pretty good lineup.
Evers at first, Chapman, Adames, and Bashette. That's a good lineup.
Oh, we got a lot of comments already. For those listening and watching on Facebook, X, and on YouTube, we see you listening in New Jersey, listening in San Diego. This is a great question. Saxy, what's your plans for the weekend?
Oh, God, please. Did somebody really say that?
They said, Mama Life, I think said that. It's scrolling up here. So somebody had said it to you. What's your plans for the weekend? That's pretty funny. Because we know you don't want to be asked what your plans
I would rather some fan ask me than some barista that's 19 years old that I don't know.
How are we working on that second cafe Americano there?
You see me doing that? I tell you, I got my own maker now. I bought it. I spent $1,000 on it. Okay, which is not a lot of money considered. My brother spent $300 on his, but it's all.
$1,000 not a lot of money on a coffee, man. I spent $59.99 on mine.
But mine,
beautiful cup of coffee.
Mine washes windows. It does the floor for me. But see, I drink Americano, so it makes specialty drinks.
Okay.
And Americano is as specialty as I get. All it is coffee, espresso, and water. But anyway, it makes it really good. I got my Sax in the Morning mug right here, and but it's great. I you know what? I've already had it like a month ago. I've almost paid for the darn thing already by not going to my place to get my barista to get my coffee because I figured out I spend $300 a month on coffee.
Whoa.
Yeah. $10 a day because I usually double up on it. Right. And so I spend $300 a month on it. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. So you've made it back.
Yeah, making it back.
That's you spend $10 a day on coffee.
Mm-hmm. $4.50 for each Americano, and I get two of them.
Unbelievable.
Because I get one as soon as I get up, and then I get one like around 9:30.
We're gonna get into more coffee talk during the break on YouTube. We're also gonna get into Halloween candy talk with you on YouTube.
Believe me, people love coming to my house first.
See, we're gonna get into.
I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet.
We're going to get into that during YouTube, X, and Facebook time during the break on radio. But
I'll give you a hint. It's think about a great baseball player. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to have the O. Henry bar. Cannot wait to see.
I don't think it's that.
866-987-2570 is our number. Which Dodger ghost is going to reappear tonight offensively? Which one needs to? And we've been talking about it. It's Mookie Betts, and Mookie Betts, because he is the straw that stirs this team. And there's a great nugget that was written about the numbers around Shohei Ohtani. The 9-batter and the 2-batter around Shohei Ohtani in this postseason. Mm-hmm. The 9-batter is hitting sub 100 in this postseason. And right there is a glaring stat, Steve.
Yeah, we know where that's coming from.
You need that guy in front of Shohei to get on base. That way Shohei has runs to drive in, or if they're not on base, they're just going to walk Shohei.
Well, look at the bottom of the order. Look at the bottom of the order for Toronto's been doing. The 7, 8, 9 has been prolific for this team, and it's set up the top of the order. Remember,
the leadoff hitter only bats once in the game. He's a leadoff hitter one time. After that, it's all scrambled.
Mm-hmm.
So you got players that hit in front of him, right? And that's the 8, 9 guys. So they got to have some production at the bottom of the order.
Dave Roberts was asked, we heard it last hour, will he be making more changes to the lineup tonight? And he said, we'll see. David Vassegh in his reports here on AM570 said we could see potential lineup changes. But I look at the lineup tonight, and I don't know where the changes necessarily come. I mean, is it Alex Call out of the 9 spot and somebody else in? Maybe. Is it Tommy Edman benched and Miguel Rojas gets to go play second base instead and change things up at the 9 spot, and that kind of shifts the lineup above it as well in the 5, 6, 7 spot? That to me is the only thing I think that could shift. Is
I think
Tommy Edman coming out?
Like to see that. I mean, I know you like Tommy Edman, but I think you'd like to see some more dependability, knowing the way you're getting from Miggy Rowe. I think you're thinking that. That's what I'm
at some point you have to. I think you have to get him in there, and why not? Tonight's the night. Miggy Rowe's the guy. If Muncy or somebody above Kike gets on base, there's then maybe a bunt opportunity. Miguel Rojas is the perfect guy to do it. Hit the ball to the right side. That's exactly what Miguel Rojas can do for you, and then get back to the Shohei Ohtani at the top.
Right? You got to hit a 9th.
100%. 100%. But in order to have Miguel Rojas in the lineup, Steve, you have to find a spot, and the only spot is really second base, and that means Tommy Edman is not going to be in the lineup. And I feel bad because Tommy's a great guy. The guy's the NLCS MVP a year ago, but hey, that was last year. That's 2024.
Yeah.
2025, he's been battling this ankle injury. It limits him as far as his ability to go play the outfield, and that hampers the Dodgers because they would love, in an ideal situation right now, Dave Roberts would have Tommy Edman playing center field, Pages benched, and you can slide Miguel Rojas into second base. That's how they did it last year. That's how this should play out. But as David Vassegh, as you alluded to us yesterday, and it's been talked about, the surface in Toronto, the hard playing surface, is not ideal still for his ankle that's bothering him. Now, I don't know how bad it is, but it's been talked about, and 2 IL stints this year, and all we keep hearing about is the ankle.
So it's been lingering all year long.
All year long, and he can't play the outfield, and it's a fast track. The ball bounces. It's the turf, so he can't play center field.
Who do you have? Do you have Call or do you have Pages?
I mean, at this point, you're gonna have. I mean, if Tommy Edman can't play center field, he's got to play second, and that means you have to put Kike or Alex Call in center field if Pages isn't playing. If you go back to Pages, you can still have Miggy Rowe play second base, and Edman comes out of the game. So, yeah, it's a tough decision. Do you tinker with it at this point in Game 6 of the World Series? I say why not? I mean, what do you have to lose at this point? The lineup that you've thrown out there for the first 4 games didn't get it done. You shifted it up in Game 5. Clearly what you did to change the mojo of the lineup did not work. Why not bring in Miguel Rojas? Maybe he's that spark. Maybe he's that guy that can get something going and you can string together hits. I don't know. Maybe he's the guy.
Well, we've seen it happen before in the past where, really a guy that comes up and out of nowhere, I guess you'd say, a guy that's not as famous as everybody else, a guy that doesn't make, $50 million a year. Remember a long time ago, the Yankees, Denny Doyle. Remember Denny Doyle, the shortstop? Whoa, he came out of nowhere, and he's like the World Series MVP. Nobody knew him.
Right.
And you probably still don't. But this is a guy that all of a sudden, bang, there he is. He played just a few games during the year, and he was the World Series MVP. Something like that. Is it Miguel Rojas? Is it Alex Call that comes up and gets 3 hits and hits a home run to put him ahead in the 8th inning or something like that? You need to have a surprise or two.
Yeah,
you got to have them, and right now the Dodgers don't have any.
Here's my only fear, and having seen this lineup all year long, to to have a 8-9 hitter situation with Alex Call and Miguel Rojas in the lineup. I mean, we're not talking about murderer's row there, but guys that are there, they're in there for their defense and their ability to make things happen. I get
First of all, they got to make contact.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. I would much rather have a guy in there that's going to put the ball in play. Hey, he might sneak it inside the bag at first. Go down there for a triple. You might ricochet off the fence, off the side. Yeah. The side railing there, the wall, and boom, like it did against Teoscar, and you guys got a triple or something like that. You know, to ignite the team. But if you get a guy up there that's going to strike out and hits a home run once every 48 times up, that's not going to do it. You need to put the ball in play and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, those are two guys that can put the ball in play, no doubt about it. And that maybe is something they need as well. I mean, Hyesung Kim is a bench player, a utility guy, a speedster. I love his versatility. If you're talking about
energy, he's got energy.
Absolutely. If you're talking about a spark, if you're talking about somebody that you can input into the lineup,
maybe it's him.
I think it is. I think it is.
There.
I think you put him at second base. I think you put him at second base.
Can he play second?
He can play center as well. But to me, center is more of a learning. I mean, he's learning how to play it. He was in AAA Oklahoma City, and it was it was a crash course to learn the outfield.
But he can play second base.
He can play second base.
Okay.
He can absolutely play second base. And to me, he's
as
better
I say in New York, I'm gonna throw him in there.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna throw him in there.
And to me,
activate him.
You put him 8 or 9 in the lineup. Here's what he does. Left-handed hitter. I use this example not because he's, an Asian player, but he's like an Ichiro, right? He slap the ball type of hitter, okay?
Yeah.
He's very good at that.
He probably can bunt.
And here's the thing. If he gets the ball on the ground in Toronto,
he
a
can
one-hopper or two-hopper, he's down the line.
He can fly.
Absolutely. Yeah. And he puts the pressure on the defense. And next thing you know, he's on base because he hit a two-hopper that, flustered Bo Bashette at second or got to the middle infielders in Toronto, and he's on base all of a sudden with nobody out or one out, and you get a little something going. He'd be
the perfect guy. He'd be the perfect guy to hit in front of Ohtani. I mean, hit ninth in front of him, not first, and Ohtani second. I don't mean that.
He can throw down a bunt. He can hit and run. He can steal.
Shoot, the Dodgers are bunting. Wow, that would surprise him. Yeah.
I think he'd be perfect for this lineup. And Miguel Rojas would be good as well because he's really good defensively. And I think that's a big part of having Miggy Rowe in that lineup. But he'll bunt for you. But if you want to spark.
If you bring Kim in, Miggy Rowe's got to go.
Yeah. I mean, it's one or the other.
Because it's second base.
And whoever
he can't play outfield.
No, and then Tommy Edman's not in the lineup. So it's 3 guys for one spot, right? Yeah. It's Tommy Edman, it's Miguel Rojas, it's Hyesung Kim. One of those 3 to play second base. Center field, I think it's still, it's Kike, Alex Call in left, or if you go back to Pages, maybe. I think Dave might go back to Pages in center. But that big outfield there, you need a big, strong arm. You need somebody that can track down a fly ball. That might be Pages, and you hope maybe you sent a message, Steve. As a player, maybe a message was sent to him, and now he's thinking, all right, I got bench, man. This isn't cool.
So you do that, and then you bring up Hyesung Kim to play second.
Yes.
You gotta not have Miggy on the team then.
He won't be playing tonight if that's the case. And Tommy Edman wouldn't be in the lineup, but both guys would be available if need be. Kike in left, Pages in center.
Right.
Hopefully he's figured things out, and maybe a benching, will spark him a little bit, put a little fire in his belly, so to speak. And to me,
Teoscar and right,
and Hyesung Kim at second base. Mix it up. Change it up. Bring a spark.
I think what you should do.
Let him lead off, Steve. Why not?
No, you can't because you can't change the Ohtani factor. Okay. Listen, I think what you do, Tim, is you send a strongly worded email to Dave Roberts or the front office and say, "Hey, I'm just making a suggestion. I'm just suggesting. What do you think?" I mean, put it out in the universe. You never know.
Yeah, a lot of great comments for those watching and listening on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Agreeing, saying
what's the reaction?
Love Kim, please. Yes. Yep. Hyesung Kim, greater sign. Miggy Rowe can come in the 7th for his defense if Kim's failed in his first 2 or 3 at bats. Start Kim, bat him 9th. Teo left, Pages right, Kim at second base. Put Kike in center. That to me is a dramatic shift of your outfield, moving Teo over to left, where he's basically been playing right field all season long.
Don't do too much now. Just if you tweak it and put Kim at second, that's a pretty big thing. But you bat him ninth, and we'll see what happens there. But I think your strongly worded email could be out in the universe and make a difference. We know that the front office and everybody is listening to scam.
Well, I know this for a fact because my strongly worded take a couple of days ago before Game 4 about how the way the team played in Game 3 and then came out in Game 4, apparently they didn't like that, some of the players.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah.
Well, I think that we're getting so much acclaim on scam that not only should you have the T-shirt that just says scam on it with the Dodger scoreboard kind of like surrounding the word scam, as we talked about,
and an exclamation point.
Yeah, and you can do it like in pink and blue, like the sunset colors that you use in Southern California. But I think you could expand it a little bit and have other T-shirts that say Los Scamulous.
Ooh,
Los Scamulous.
I like that.
Los Scamulous.
You're the idea guy. You're the idea guy. Everybody's got an idea guy.
I got this sensitivity part of me that you don't know about.
No, I think it's
very sensitive.
Your brain's always working, Steve.
Los Scamulous.
And when you watch Leave It to Beaver and you watch The Rifleman, it gets even more.
I'm watching it today too. Yes.
How were the episodes yesterday?
What do you think? Oh, it was good. It was good. It was really good.
Today's kickboxing day for you, by the way, right?
Yes, it is. Today is kickboxing day. I may have to move it to tomorrow because I have another thing I got to go to at 1:00.
Okay.
And I got to be there at 11:30. So I may have to move it to later today or tomorrow. But I'll put it up on my on my Instagram. You can see me whacking away with my trainer Douglas.
Is your sensei or trainer going to be okay with this moving?
Yeah, he sent me an email already this morning. Okay. He's good. He's really good. I saw him sparring full on yesterday. He's really good. He's had fights and stuff, so he knows how to fight. So he's good. But I just hit the bags because they don't hit me back.
Yeah,
which is really good. But I really wanted to impress upon you, Tim, or not.
You can call me
Los Scamulous.
I love it.
On the front there. People will get it.
The folks on the message board and comment section here like it as well. Los Scamulous.
Yeah,
I like that. They like the show. Thank you, Peter. You guys have good chemistry, good personality. Thank you. I'm not going to sit here and watch people go after David Vassegh on the message boards either. That is not cool. And
we stick up for David
Nor
Vassegh.
will it be tolerated, by the way.
We stick up for David.
You will be blocked if you go after David Vassegh.
We kid him a lot, but we love David. And, not as much as David loves Mr. Snellzilla. But we do care about Dave. We will guard him for sure.
Creepy323, which the name right there says it all. On this Halloween, got to add Saxy's guns somewhere to the shirt. Maybe a silhouette. Oh, no. Don't bring him out. Okay.
I was going to. If we get enough people that say, I want to see the veterinarian clinic reason today, I might have to flash it one time before we get off because we're not going to be here tomorrow.
No, we have to see the puppies. We'll come back. We'll get to your phone calls. Got a couple lines open if you want to jump on board. 866-987-2570. Which ghost is going to appear tonight for the Dodgers on offense? Who do they need to reappear and haunt Kevin Gosman? 866-987-2570. Your phone calls coming up. A little trick or treat later in the hour. And David Vassegh next hour. Steve's keys to a Game 6. We're live and local here on AFI 70 LA Sports. Join us over on X, Facebook, and YouTube during the break on AFI 70 LA Sports. We are live now on Facebook, X, and on YouTube as well as the numbers continue to grow. Thank you so much for being with us. Scam is on the air until 9 o'clock this morning. Tim Cates, Steve Sachs, we're in commercial break on the radio side of the show. But tonight is Halloween, and certainly we're all excited about Game 6 of the World Series, Steve. But that aside, Halloween, very, very controversial holiday. Where does Halloween stack up for Steve Sachs with the other holidays throughout the year?
Doesn't even measure, Tim. Listen, Halloween's for kids, all right? That's the way I look at it. Halloween is for kids. It all started way back in Romania with Count Dracula. I saw a thing yesterday with Bram Stoker and how he made it. It took him 7 years to write Dracula, the movie, the book. And, this is all about kids. So let's, don't get outside of ourselves. If people want to dress up, great. Go ahead. I ain't dressing up. I'm not dressing up.
How do you handle then Halloween at your house?
Oh, okay. So kids come to my house.
Okay. So you hand out candy?
I live in a gated community. I really live in a really nice place in NoCal. But I have the best. I have Kit Kats, Skittles, and guess what else? My favorite candy bar. Think of a famous baseball player.
Well, I'm trying to think.
Come on, this is easy. It's not a Look bar. Okay?
Didn't Reggie Jackson have?
It's not Bit of Honey.
Didn't Reggie Jackson have a candy bar? Wacko's
no,
the
think
Reggie
way back.
One? The old Henry Rodriguez, so the Cubs and Dodgers. The old Henry bar.
Well, it's not that either, Tim.
Okay, let me guess.
Think about Baby.
Oh, Baby Ruth.
There you go.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding. What do we have for him, Johnny? Also, Butterfingers are really good. So I have Kit Kat, Baby Ruth, Butterfinger, and Skittles. And they come and they do repeats. I see parents dressing up to come to my house to get the candy.
See, that's
it's
where
crazy.
I have issue. Well, first, are they the snack size candies or are they the full bars?
Nah, they're the snack size.
Okay. All right, that's cool.
More
you are giving away good candy. I give you that. The people who give out bad candy, those houses are cool. Here's the other thing. When you see a kid older than a teenager dressed up, do you say something? Because I have a problem with somebody who's got a mustache and
a cigar.
Right, and is walking younger kids around, and either that's like a way older brother or sister or an aunt.
Somebody
or
looking for a job, maybe.
Yeah.
I tell them to go get a job, wake up and go do something productive in the world. My God, have you waited 365? Did you have this one night? Let's go. Go do something.
Right. I have a problem with older people.
And I'm not giving them candy.
You don't give them candy?
No, it's for kids. I love the kids. The kids get all the candy they want.
So not the grown-ups. If they come to the Saks door, trick or treat, and there's 6 or 7 kids, and 2 of them are the older ones, and then the younger ones are, all dressed up, cute in their little outfits and stuff, and their Halloween costumes. You just ignore the 2 older kids?
Listen, they do everything later today. They get out of the basement when they're 27 or 28. They get a job. Oh, I'm still going to college. You're 34. Okay, right. It's time to do something. All right, get out of the basement. Give your parents a break and go get a job. Okay, start up a little bit.
Okay.
Tim, I got to tell you something, and this kind of chaps my behind when I was 16 years old. Okay, when I was 16 years old, I was a grown blank man at 16 years old.
Okay.
Because at 17, I was on my own. I was buying my own clothes in the 4th grade with my paper route. And by the time I was 16, I think just the way I do now, I was a grown man when I was 16. And by the time I was my senior year, I moved out. My senior year, I had a little scummy apartment with rats and holes in the wall, but I wanted to be on my own.
Wow.
When I was at my senior year in high school, and I still got great grades. I had a job. I paid for my own car, and I see some kids today, they're 27, they still live. Well, we really move up a little bit.
Yeah.
I was in high school, I moved out.
I love it. I love it.
It's time. I wanted to do stuff. I had goals and things to do. I got to move. I'm sitting around all day waiting the world to come to me. Come on, I got to do stuff.
Chris Castro says the paper route made a man of us.
That's right.
That's true.
My paper route was several miles because I lived out in the country. Several miles long, my paper route.
Stuff like that teaches you responsibility and,
I couldn't wait to get out and conquer the world, man. Seriously.
Now,
when you're really free, Tim, when you're buying your own stuff and make your own decisions.
Love it.
That's when you're free. You're not free when somebody else is paying your rent.
Love it. Standing ovation for you.
No,
a couple of questions in the comments in the chat here. Do you decorate the house?
Thanksgiving?
No, for Halloween.
I mean, for Halloween. I'm sorry, for Halloween.
Yeah. Do you put
no.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't do that. You don't decorate for Halloween.
All right. We'll get into
now. My Christmas is gorgeous in my house.
We're gonna get into that here on the radio in a second. There we go. Sax and Kate's in the AM here on AM570 LA Sports. And if you're not with us during the commercial breaks over on YouTube, Facebook, and X, you are missing out on one heavy conversation.
We got deep today.
That is going on. I mean, we're not going to talk about it here on the radio. You have to be on YouTube, Facebook, and X in order to hear that.
What do we got? We
got almost 500. We're closing in on 500. Yeah.
We're going to go over 1,500 today.
I hope so. I hope that is the case.
Yesterday, we topped over 1,000.
Yeah. Had over 1,000 people watching the 8 o'clock hour yesterday. That was a lot of fun. And we really do appreciate the back and forth and all the comments. Great conversations during the breaks. And, of course, great conversations here on the air as well at AM 570 LA Sports. Coming up next hour. In fact, an hour from now, David Vassegh will join us from Toronto. We'll hear again from Dave Roberts at the top of the hour. We got Steve's keys to a Game 6 win. But which Dodger ghost will reappear tonight and help out this Dodgers offense? 866-987-2570 is the number. We were talking a little bit about candy with Halloween during the break, and somebody said Reggie Jackson had a candy bar. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember Reggie Jackson had a candy bar. And he did back in the late 70s.
The Reggie Bar.
Yeah, the Reggie Bar.
Was
was there from late. I think I'm just really quickly looking. It looked like 77, 78 was when it kind of came out. You know, obviously the Yankees were doing their things and battling with the Dodgers at that point. But
if I had a box of those, like if I was playing then, I had in the clubhouse, I would have boxes of those that I would stash and take them home every night, and I would eat the hell out of those.
Oh, the Reggie bars?
I think they were chocolate with peanuts and nougat in the middle, like caramel. I would have ate that forever.
You are 100% correct. That's what it is.
Is that what it was? I remember that. It was kind of flat, looked like a hockey puck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at the picture right now. You just
delicious.
You literally just described it to a T for anybody listening out there.
Absolutely delicious. I would have gained 40 pounds on the Reggie Bar. I loved it.
Milk chocolate covered with caramel and peanuts.
Yes.
The Reggie
looked like a hockey puck.
How about that?
So good.
You are still a candy lover, I take it?
Oh, my God. Tim, you would know it by my shreddidity, but I love candy, donuts, but candy, yeah, I can eat it. I try not to buy it because I'll stuff my gullet with it, but I love candy. I love candy bars. I love cookies.
Now,
one of my favorite cookies, Oreos in the freezer, frozen Oreos. Take off one of the ends, so you just have the middle and one cookie, and then I eat that, and it's the best, and it's frozen.
I believe you, but there are folks in the comment section who just do not believe you. I mean, how in the world can you have puppies and work out like you do and kickbox like you do and be in the shape like you are, and you sit here and talk about how many donuts you eat and how much candy you eat? People just can't believe it because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. As much crap as you eat, you shouldn't look the way you do.
I don't know, Jim. I thank you for saying that, but I don't
mean to sound weird, but
to me, it's nothing special. It's kind of just like I see it every day. It's no big deal. But listen. I think the whole key is that when I go to the gym, I go 5 days a week, and I don't kill it in the gym. The only day I really kill it is on the kickbox day. I do hard cardio. It's an hour of hard kicking and punching the hour. Okay, and I take mini breaks now and again, but the key is not overdoing it all the time. The key is just going all the time and being consistent. That's the key. You don't have to go there and be in the gym going whoa, 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 like you're benching 400 pounds like those guys do. And they lift the weight so everybody will look at them. I don't do that crap. I just be consistent at a lower level and you stay good.
Somebody asked if you ever wore your Dodger uniform out trick-or-treating when you were older, just like as a, you and Mike Marshall just walking around the San Fernando Valley wearing your Dodger uniforms, trick-or-treat. Oh, my God, it's Mike Marshall and Steve Sachs.
What if they said, you guys look like those guys? You guys really do.
We get that
we hear it all the time.
Lookalikes. That's
I still say that sometimes. Every once in a while, somebody will see me and they say, are you? I said, I hear that still once in a while. People used to say that to me. No, it's not me.
No, I know the guy. Believe me, he's not a good guy. You don't want to meet
him.
No,
he's a jerk.
Don't meet your heroes. You'll be disappointed.
Really.
We go to Oscar and Baldwin Park on AM 570 LA Sports with Sachs and Cates in the AM as we are getting you ready for Game 6 of the World Series tonight in Toronto. What's going on, Oscarito?
Homie Kate, Mr. Steve Sachs. Morning, gentlemen. Happy Halloween.
What's up, Oscar?
How you doing, gentlemen? Look, yesterday, I did nothing, read nothing, no paper. I listened to you guys all a little bit, but I didn't want. Yesterday was yesterday. Today's our game 7. Today's our game 7, man. We're gonna come with it. The goal that's gonna show up, I think, is gonna be Teoscar Hernandez. I think he's due.
Okay.
I think he's due, and yeah. All I'm saying is that I'm gonna be talking to you gentlemen on Monday. That's all. I already heard case. No show on if they lose, show if they win. So I'm expecting to talk to you gentlemen on Monday. I'm ready to go. Every Dodger fan's ready to go today. I know we're all ready to go. Today's our game 7. I didn't get to today. I think we win tomorrow. So that's my prediction. Happy Halloween. Let's go Dodgers.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you, Oscar. Teoscar Hernandez, man. Yeah, he's had a couple of hits in the last few games for the Dodgers in this series, but if he can get going, and I mean going with a big blast, Steve, that is exactly what the doctor would order for this Dodgers team, is a big 3-run home run, something to maybe get this Dodgers going. And I think Teoscar, I mean, at this point, we'll take anybody.
Yeah.
But I think Teoscar, man, that'd be nice. Going back home to Toronto against his former team. He didn't do much in games 1 and 2, but if he could do something tonight, perfect time, perfect place, perfect guy.
Teoscar has kept the team buoyant. Early in the series, he was hitting the ball out of the park. He was getting some big hits, and so Oscar is one of the guys early on that's been doing it. Ever since then, it's been a bit of a simmer for the team. But look, they're hanging in there. What can you say? If they win tonight, they've got a great chance, I think, tomorrow. So obviously, it's all about tonight in Yamamoto.
Let's go to Nate in Long Beach. Thanks for being patient, Nate. Welcome to Sax and Cates in the AM. How you doing, buddy?
Hey man, I got Dodger blue blood running through my veins, just like Tommy said. And if you would have told me in the middle of August that this team would continue to play sub 500 ball through the summer, but that they would flip a switch and start doing historic things and make it and win the pennant, I would have said, wow, that's incredible. That seems so unlikely considering where we are in August, etc. And everyone remembers. And no matter what happens, I just want to put it out in the ether that I appreciate this season. This season has been amazing. And if you really want to think outside the box, let's put the guy who won the MVP playing right field and leading off. Let's put Mookie at batting first. Let's put Shohei, who is statistically the most classically positioned 3-hitter in the history of baseball. Let's put him at third, batting third. Let's just try what any other manager would have done except for this guy. I'm not even saying put Mookie in right field, although, it's like our right field situation has cost us. But I just want to put it out there. No matter what happens, I love the Dodgers. I love this season. I love this radio show. And thank you, Dodgers. Thank you, Dodgers. And my prediction, Dodgers in 7.
All right, Nate. Appreciate it. Yeah, well said. Well said.
It's good that Nate actually came up with the number of games that it would take to win, too. He figured that one out.
I'm not sure how he did that. That's pretty good.
That's good. He went out on a limb on that one, but nonetheless.
I keep looking at this stat about Mookie Betts and the 0 home runs, the OPS, the lack of production, and I'm just shaking my head, Steve, because I keep seeing comments about why and people trying to figure out why. And is it as easy as just we need to find a reason, or is it shortstops bothering him? And that's something that really bothers me when people say, well, he moved to shortstop and he doesn't have the legs now. And he's tired. And if he's got no legs, he's got no swing. I mean, I read that earlier this morning. I read another take from somebody talking about how mentally he's just exhausted and he doesn't have it here in October and he's too late to figure it out. I mean, everybody's trying to dissect and play baseball doctor for Mookie Betts as to why he's struggling.
Okay. It has nothing to do with that. And I'll throw my 2 cents in there. Mookie is a anomaly. When you talk about a physical specimen, this guy's like a leopard. He's so sleek. His body is a temple. He's smart as it gets. Mookie is in a down ebb right now because things ebb and flow, and he's in a down cycle. That's all it is. There's nothing wrong with Mookie whatsoever. Physically, mentally, nothing wrong with him. We've all been there. I've been there with Mookie where I've said the same thing that he's said, is that he feels lost. And it's a lonely feeling when everybody's had this expectations of you and you just feel lost up there. How can I feel lost? I'm a professional. I'm at the height of my game. How can I feel lost? It can happen. There's no question. Here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line, and I can sum it up in just a couple of words. Mookie has got to feel it. He has to feel it. And people say, what do you mean about that? Hitting is a feeling. I've said it a million times. We had Sean Casey on the other day. What did Sean Casey say? Well, there was times when I was up there, I was really feeling it. How many times did he say I'm feeling it?
Yeah.
All the time. And that's what it is. You got to get into that groove where you can feel it. And hitters know what I mean when I say that.
Can it take a one at bat? Can it take just one swing?
Maybe take one. I remember when I was slumping when I came up with the Dodgers, and I slowed it down, and I just said, I don't give a darn where I hit it. I'm just going to put the bat on the ball, and I'm going to slow it down, and I'm going to drain every bit of angst and anxiety and all the bad feelings I'm having right now. Drain it out of my system, and I'm going to see ball and hit ball. And I don't care if I hit it back to the pitcher, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to relax, and I'm going to wait until after he throws the ball, because now that's up to me what happens. But there's a fine line, Tim, between him releasing the ball and actually releasing it. That 2 inches there is a fine line, and it makes all the difference in the world. Once it's out of his hand, now I'm in control, okay? And so you got to wait till he delivers and just put the bat on the ball with no tension in your body at all. And I'll tell you something. The times that I've really been able to do this, I hit the ball out of the park. And for me to do that, I was surprised as everybody else, but I have hit the ball out of the park. I did it on Steve Shirley one time, or Bob Shirley in St. Louis. I did another time against Don Sutton in the Astrodome, and I was 21 years old both times, and I'll never forget it. And it kind of set me up for later times when I was going to play to get into that mode and feel it. And they know what I'm talking about.
Nowhere else are you getting this insight, Dodger fans. Nowhere else are you getting a big leaguer telling you what it's like to be in the box, playing in a World Series, facing another pitcher, and what it's like in the moment. Those split seconds when the ball leaves the hand and you've got to hit it. Nowhere else are you getting it but scam. Sachs and Cates in the AM. He is Steve Sachs. I'm Tim Cates. Next hour, David Vassegh will join us. At the top of the hour, we'll also get in to what the Dodgers need to do against Kevin Gosman. And it appears there's one thing in particular, if the Dodgers can do against Gosman, they've got a really good chance of getting after the big right-hander. We'll tell you what that is. But up next, a little trick or treat here on this Halloween. Sachs and Cates in the AM on AM 570 LA Sports, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Join us on YouTube, Facebook, and X here during the commercial break. Great conversations coming up.
From the grit.
We're back. Sachs and Cates in the AM. Looks like a ghost is in place of Steve Sachs. It looks like he is gone. Maybe he's been taken by a vampire, or he is gone completely. We hope he's okay, but we are back here on YouTube, Facebook, and X. Thank you for being with us, as we are now over 600 strong here on this Friday morning. Cannot thank you enough for being a part of it. Having a lot of fun doing this during October baseball. Yeah, Dodgers win the World Series. We'll be back on Monday. If they don't, scam is gone until next year. What up, Matt? What up to you, man? It's been a fun. October is a fun time here in Southern California. Certainly you got football season going on, but it feels like all eyes are on the baseball world when the Dodgers reach the postseason. And we've had short Octobers, we've had long Octobers, we've had seasons end in disappointments late into the October in the World Series. Certainly 2017 and 2018 come to mind. I think in 22 and 23 in the losses to the Padres and to the Arizona Diamondbacks early in the playoffs. But, you know, it's seen a lot of great runs here. This is year 9 for Scam, Sacks, and K to the AM. It all started back in 2017 after the Dodgers beat the Cubs in the NLCS to advance to their first World Series since 1988. So we've been doing it every October, and we thank you so much for being a part of it. Steve, we thought maybe a goblin or a ghost had taken you there. We looked up on the camera, and boom, all of a sudden you were gone. It's like, no. Oh, no, where's Saxy? Where'd he go?
Just a quick sustenance second.
Okay. I have a question for you, and it's kind of off the beaten track here.
Sure.
And it's not Halloween related, but Jim Irsay recently passed away, the owner of the Indianapolis Colts, and he passed on the Colts franchise to his daughter. But in his passing, he left behind a lot of great items that he owned, and now they're being auctioned off. And there's some interesting things here, and I want to get your take real quick on this.
Sure.
If anything raises your eyebrows, like, yeah, I'd be interested in having that.
Did he have horses?
He did. He had everything. I mean, this guy literally had a piece of everything. If he did own horses.
Okay.
A lot of sports and movie memorabilia, presidential artifacts, rare books, documents, manuscripts, American history. He had a little bit of everything, and a lot of it's been put on display in museums and will still be there. But there are some items that are out there in his collection. How about guitar from the Beatles?
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, love the Beatles. Huge Beatles fan.
Jimi Hendrix.
Love Jimi Hendrix. Left-handed guitarist. Unbelievable. Maybe the best ever.
A guitar from Prince.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain from Nirvana.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Eric Clapton.
Oh, geez.
Guitar.
I mean, yeah. Come on. He's
also got Muhammad Ali's Rumble in the Jungle championship belt.
Wow.
That's a one of a kind, right?
Huge Ali fan.
I mean, there's probably multiple guitars out there from these musicians, which are very rare still, obviously. But I mean, you're talking about a one of one.
Wow.
Muhammad Ali's Rumble in the Jungle championship belt. How about this? There's only one of these. The used saddle from Secretariat's Triple Crown run.
Come on.
That's pretty
1973.
Cool, right? Would that be something you would want to put?
Yeah.
Okay. And here's the last thing. And this is where I would like to buy this if I had money.
Yeah.
A copy that is 200 years old of the Declaration of Independence.
Come on. Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Thomas Jefferson.
I mean, this guy has a collection of a lot of rare things and a lot of great pieces from.
It's a copy because I know the original is in the White House.
Well, I watched that movie about they stole it from. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
We'll do a little trick or treat here. We're coming back on the radio.
All right. Amazing stuff.
Sacks, Kate's in the AM. With you live here on AM 570 LA Sports. Scam on this Friday morning
from Los Angeles.
Oh, I love it. I got Dave Cardona, our t-shirt guy, said he's working on that as well now.
Los Angeles, yes.
So, I mean,
people will know it. You'll be in the subway. You'll be in the train. You'll be traveling. You'll be in Indiana, and you'll see Los Angeles.
You're the idea guy.
Well,
you know, just being around you throw out ideas.
I have an artistic sensitivity flair part of me that you probably don't know about, Tim.
Do you write stuff down? I mean, or do you have somebody that follows you around with a piece of paper and a pen and just like you come up with an idea like, hey, write this down?
No, I write stuff down a lot. I write stuff. You know, every morning I have a ledger that I write right before I go to bed, and I put like 9 o'clock workout, 11:15 haircut, and then 1 o'clock shopping. And I write it all down. I have a ledger every single day. I've been doing it my whole life.
Do you add in Rifleman and Leave It to Beaver?
That is a given.
That's a given.
That's a given. I have a little space there where I know that's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's Halloween here, and we talked candy during the break on YouTube, Facebook, and X, and we're now getting close to 700 people on YouTube, X, and
Does
Facebook.
anybody that's 700 know Jerry Mathers so we can have coffee?
Okay.
We got to make the Mathers thing happen.
I looked into that for about 30 minutes yesterday, and he's got a website where you can buy merchandise, and I was going to buy you something for Christmas.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
But now you just ruined it. So thank you. But I was also looking for a contact, and I you go down a kind of a rabbit hole of looking for things, and on the internet you can find things. And
he's still famous. Probably doesn't want anything to do with me.
There was an email for him that I tracked down, but I don't know if it was good, and I don't want to be that creepy guy that
keeps doing it. Yeah.
Can you come on the show? So,
hey, the sax guy wants to have coffee. He'd say, who?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I think he would love. He's a big Dodger fan.
Well, come on, Jerry. Let's have coffee.
Right?
I want to talk about I want to talk about Wally and I want to talk about Whitey Whitney and all those. Whitey Whitney. I want to talk about all the different stars on the team. I've read so much about the people on the team. You wouldn't believe how some of the people actually didn't want to do Leave It to Beaver anymore because of some things that went on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now we cast a wide net here. AM 570 LA Sports is what they call a blowtorch of a radio station. It is everywhere. It is a 50,000 watt blowtorch that you can hear from parts of Central and Northern California all the way down to the Baja, Mexico and beyond. Somebody listening, maybe you're on YouTube, Facebook, or on X, knows Jerry Mathers, is friends with somebody who knows him, knows maybe somebody who works with him, is in his inner circle, or knows him and knows how to get a hold of somebody in his inner circle, needs to reach out to me. And
maybe
we got to make this happen.
It's somebody from Sioux City, Iowa, because that's where Jerry was born.
You know way too much about him. It's just a little crazy, to be honest.
Yeah. So maybe somebody in Sioux City knows him because I'm sure he's a big star there.
If anybody's listening in Sioux City, Iowa,
we have an app.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen on the iHeartRadio app. Let us know how to get a hold of the Beaver.
We've heard people from Florida, New Jersey, North Carolina. They're all over listening.
Absolutely. Scam. Absolutely. Let's time a little trick or treat here on this Halloween, Steve Sachs. A little trick or treat for Game 6.
That's spooky.
Of this World Series. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will throw a third complete game tonight for the Dodgers. Trick or treat? Yes or no?
You want me to answer that?
I want you to answer that. Trick or treat?
Listen, there's I'm going to say trick.
He doesn't do it.
I think he's going to come close. He's not going to do it, but I think it's going to be a very successful night for the Dodgers. And I think he may be spent and the only guy that's not available tomorrow.
Trick or treat? Andy Pages returns to the Dodgers lineup in Game 6 tonight. Whoa. Whoa.
Treat. At some point, I think late in the game, maybe. Yeah, he's big outfield, big arm. Yeah, like you talked about before, you nailed it. But treat.
I say treat. I don't know if it happens, but my gut says you go to him in center, and we've been talking about it. This is trick or treat. Hyun Kim in the lineup as a spark plug at second base. Trick or treat?
It was great while it lasted, but it's a trick.
You don't think he gets in the starting lineup tonight, Hyun Kim?
No. Even though we strongly urged it, we may not have enough pool. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we've got to go through David Vassegh, but go ahead.
I just picture Dave Roberts on a treadmill right now at the hotel
listening
in Toronto. Earbuds in. He's just on mile 4, and he's just listening to Trick or Treat right now. And he just stopped. Right. He put his feet on both sides. He stopped.
Yes.
And said, Kim in the lineup. Why didn't I think of it?
Cates is right.
Yes.
Yep. You might do that.
Trick or treat, Steve Sachs. Mookie Betts, 2 hits and drives in 2 runs tonight.
Oh, that's a treat. Yeah, that's waiting to happen. He's too good. And maybe I'm emotional because I love Mookie, but I'm going treat. I think it might be more than that.
Trick or treat. The Dodgers will bunt at least one time in Game 6 tonight.
I think that's a trick. I think they're going to be what they are, slugfest, and not have to.
Trick or treat. Roki Sasaki comes in before the 9th inning.
Treat.
Ooh.
You treat. I think Yamamoto is good for 7+, maybe 8, and then during the 8th inning he comes in.
Trick or treat, Steve Sachs, for the Dodgers in Game 6. The Dodgers will attempt to steal more than 2 bases in Game 6 tonight.
That's a trick.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
I wish it were a treat.
Yeah, no, it's not. Who's going to do it?
That's the question.
Shohei, maybe? Yeah, I don't know.
Trick or treat. Freddie Freeman, Mr. October a year ago with all those home runs in the World Series against the Yankees, goes deep tonight at Rogers Center, puts one in the right field stands.
I think that's a treat. Yeah, Freddie's going to do that. I think so.
Trick or treat. Shohei Ohtani pitches in Game 6 tonight in relief.
That is a trick, but he will start Game 7 tomorrow.
Ooh, I thought I'd get you on that one too.
I knew it. I'm a step ahead, Tim. I've done this before.
I heard that.
I knew you were going there.
I got one more, but I heard people talking about that today, and I actually saw an article written about it. It's like, hello, do we not understand that if he comes in relief and then they go to another reliever, they burn him as a designated hitter?
That's true.
Do we not know the rules?
That's
but
true.
If he starts the game and comes out, he can stay in. It's the Ohtani rule.
That's right.
I literally saw a baseball person talking about this and writing about it, and they didn't know the rule.
Yeah. If he starts, comes out as a pitcher, he can go in as a DH. But if you do it the other way, you burn him.
All right, final one here on this Halloween. Trick or treat, Steve Sachs. Dodgers win Game 6 to force a Game 7.
That is definitely a treat.
Yes.
That's going to happen tonight. I sincerely, Tim, I'm not just blowing smoke because I'm on your show. I really think that's going to happen. In my professional opinion, we're going to see Game 7. And I think if they go to Game 7, they got a great chance.
Love it. Did you have fun there, a little trick or treat?
I did. That was great. I like that. That was a good little takeaway.
Okay. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Are we gonna be yapping here in the
Yeah, when we go to
commercial break?
commercial on radio, we're gonna be yapping again on YouTube, X, and Facebook, as we are now near 700 folks, and we want you to be a part of it. Join us. You can listen. You don't just have to watch on YouTube. You can take us, put your phone down, sync it up to your car.
Now, if you see Jerry Mathers calling in, you're going to let him in, right?
Yeah, I do have a Jerry Mathers update from somebody on the message board.
Oh,
so
nice.
We'll get to that. And a lot of people playing along trick or treat. I'm looking at the comments, and a lot of people, and it's a little bit of a delay, so I don't know which ones they're referring to. And also, a lot of trick, a lot of treat. Okay, all right. We'll get to that. It's Sachs and Cates in the AM. From the field to the work site, Strauss powers our World Series coverage right here on AM 570 LA Sports. Scam on AM 570 LA Sports.
From your Toyota dealer's traffic center, it's
we're back on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Thank you for being a part of the show. Since you were from why does KMBR? There's a KMBR question about why people at KMBR, the sports leader in Northern California, hate so much on the Dodgers because they're the Giant station. So that's why. Got a question about the Simpsons. You said Homer at the bat is my favorite Simpsons episode. How often do people refer to you, Steve Sachs, as the guy from the Simpsons, or bring it up to you that you were in a Simpsons episode?
All the time. I mean, it's crazy. If I'm at an autograph thing, they always bring up the Simpsons. People send stuff to my P.O. box for me to sign. It's a lot of stuff is of the Simpsons. It's amazing.
Will you sign that? If I send you like a Simpsons cell from that episode or something, if I can get one of those, will you sign it for me?
Absolutely. Yeah, I would do. Well, I would. Of course, I would, Tim.
Okay.
You're a brother from another mother.
I did have an update on Jerry Mathers. Somebody in the comment section said they're a mail carrier, and they know where he lives here in Southern California.
We're not going to stalk him.
No. Yeah, but they did confirm that he is here in Southern California, still living.
That's great. I know he's living. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, somebody wants to know any cool stories, Saxy, from making that Simpsons show, like voiceover work, how it came about, doing the actual voiceover for the show. Were you watching it as it happened, so you kind of see yourself, or you were just reading a script and then they piece it all together?
Takes 9 months to do one show. 9 months. 9 months to do one show.
9 months?
Yeah, the lip synchronization they send it over to Japan, and that's where they would do it, and it takes 9 months to produce one show. So they obviously have a lot in the can, but when our show took place, nobody knew it was going to be the iconic Simpsons. It was just running for like a year and a half, I believe, and they asked Maddie and I to come and do it if we wanted to, and when we came to Anaheim, that's where they did it. And we went to the studio there. We did it. It was great. And all of a sudden, boom! It is the #1 Simpsons show, according to Vanity Fair magazine, and it's not even close. Of all the shows they did, it is by far #1.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Hey, leave it to Beaver on the screen.
Wait, who's that? Who's that other guy?
That's you.
No, who is that?
That's you.
No, it's not.
That's Jerry Mathers and you. It's Leave It to Beaver.
That doesn't look like me at all.
That's your face. You're the.
No, it's not.
Yes.
I have nice teeth. But that is Jerry Mathers. That is Jerry Mathers, but that's not Steve Sachs.
It sort of looks like you. Yeah, I think so.
That's not me.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you.
I do like that, though. Cool. Thank you for the effort, though.
Yeah. I've got a big fan from Denmark. How about that?
Wow. Really?
Checking in here on YouTube as we have gone north of 700. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Denmark. They're listening from Denmark?
They're listening from Denmark.
Wow. That's amazing.
Is it true everyone was scared of Jose Canseco?
No. Who's scared of Jose Canseco?
Well, I think fans are scared of Jose Canseco because he's so big and large.
He's big, large. I did an event with him when this year with the Athletics, and it was a day off. It was at a winery, and Jose and he had a microphone on one end, and there was all the people in the middle, and I had a microphone on the other end, and we were talking about the World Series back and forth.
Oh, very cool.
That's when he revealed that first time he ever faced Oral Hershiser, when he saw a fastball coming, and he took a swing at it, and he missed it, and he stepped out of the batter's box.
Yeah.
And he said to himself, he said, I'm in trouble. Because he saw the ball, and when he swung, he said, that's a home run.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden the ball wasn't there anymore. He said, I'm in trouble.
Oh, boy.
He said that. He revealed it. He was actually very candid about it. It was great. We had a really good time.
We're going to get into, speaking of that, Kevin Gosman coming up here at the top of the hour, and something that's been talked about, how they can get to him. The Dodgers can really get to him.
This is like inside
tonight.
stuff.
So, yeah. What else here? We got the Netherlands. Canseco giving out steroids for Halloween. No, that's not true.
Oh,
that's not true.
That's not nice.
No.
Being kind of mean.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, listening from Sacramento. Thanks for being on YouTube.
Well, I mean, probably my sister or my brother.
Could be. It could be. So a lot of great comments here. We got 1 hour to go here on Sax and Kates in the AM.
Don't
no,
say
I know.
God, I'm gonna, Tim, I might break down.
I might too.
I got my tissue. It's right here.
This is the longest run, by the way, of a Sax and Kates in the AM show. I mean, doing it 9 postseasons now. Last year was a pretty deep run, but with the wild card round, this is the longest. It's 1 month. It's been one calendar month.
It seems like one day. But Tim, listen, if we're going to experience this, I need you to play the death music or the soft music, the funeral music, whatever you want to call it at the end, because I just, I want to actually feel that I'm very much alive. And one way to do it is to feel despair.
Okay. We're coming back live on the radio here.
Got to do that.
Sax and Kates in the AM here on AFI 70 LA Sports. Scam! Live and local till 9 o'clock this morning. Thanks for being with us all October long. Really cannot say it enough. Thank you for making us a part of your morning commute, your morning drive, your morning festivities, your routine. We really appreciate it. Saxy's fired up. Cup number 2 of his Americano kicking in here, going into the final hour of the show. David Vassegh will join us at the bottom of the hour. He's got his coffee cup. We are live and local on AFI 70 LA Sports. And, of course, we are on YouTube, Facebook, and X if you want to check us out at AFI 70 LA Sports. Thanks to our friends at STRAUSS. Love partnering up with our friends at STRAUSS. From the field to the work site, STRAUSS powers our World Series coverage. You can find out all about them and all their great work gear. It's stylish. It's perfect for you to take with you and to wear anywhere out and about. Strauss.com, STRAUSS.com. I'm starting to get a little anxious, Saxy. Had a day off yesterday. I know the players got a chance to kind of reboot and get ready to go here for the final 2 games of this series. I, too, feel like I got a little jolt here, a little energy ready to go for Game 6 tonight. And it's not the second cup of coffee or tea that I've drinking already this morning. I really do feel good about this Game 6 matchup tonight with Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Kevin Gosman on the mound. Now, we talked about it. We teased it on YouTube. Kevin Gosman going for the second time in this World Series. They saw him in Game 2. Veteran right-hander. He's got a really good fastball, got a little tail on it, but he throws the sinker and the split finger as well. So he throws the ball down in the zone. And the key is, and again, you're going to comment on this more than I'm just setting you up here, but as a hitter, he gets chases with that pitch low in the zone. The fastball, the sinker, the splitter, he throws it low in the zone, and that splitter just drops. And you swing over the top of it. Yeah, it disappears, and you swing over the top of it. And that's what he's been really good at, and what the Dodger hitters have struggled with. The key, I think, and this is where you're going to step in and tell me if I'm an idiot or we're on the same page, the Dodgers need to look for the ball middle up. Don't look for that ball low in the zone. Let it go, because it's going to be either if the strike zone is being called the way it should be, it'll be a ball, and you're not chasing at that split finger out of the zone. So the key is look for the ball middle high, and if you can get that pitch up in the zone, they can tee off on it. What do you think? What do you think about Kevin Gosman and that approach tonight?
That's exactly right. I mean, that's what I was going to say.
Yes.
You got to make sure that ball, you got to expect it to be about belt high. If that ball's in belt high, then you just got to lay off it, because what it's going to do is the fastball is going to, stay up. It's going to continue its ride, but the splitter, his signature pitch, is going to disappear. And if you show him early in the game that you're going to lay off that pitch, he will become a bit disgruntled with it, and he will have to go to something else that is effective. Pitchers talk about this all the time. You said, why did you throw so many sliders tonight? Why? And your best pitch is a splitter. Well, because my slider was working the best, so I just leaned into it. Pitchers will go to what's working best for them. And what's very, very notable is that pitchers, you throw a splitter on one time, the guy will swing and miss at it. Then you throw another splitter, he swings and misses at it again. What do you think he's going to throw on the third pitch? He'll throw it again. He'll throw it until you stop swinging at it. So that's what you have to establish early in the game. And I think the Dodgers have been around the block. The experience factor is going to come through. They've faced this guy lots of times. The big, tall, lanky guy from Colorado. That's what Kevin Gosman is. And, they know what he's going to throw. There's no mystery here, okay? There's no surprises, okay? They know what he's going to attack him with. You got him, make him bring the ball up in the zone.
He has faced the Dodgers now 10 times in his career, and a bulk of those starts were in 20, 21, and 24. And this year, we're seeing him again here in the postseason. When he was with the Giants for those couple of years, post-COVID and during COVID in 20, they saw him an awful lot. That's where a lot of those 10 starts came against the Dodgers. And a lot of those guys are still around for the Dodgers on those 20 and 21 teams that saw Kevin Gosman. You mentioned it earlier, seeing a Trey Yasevich a lot, seeing a pitcher often in a 7-game series. You start figuring out tendencies. You start getting more comfortable in the box. This is a team now seeing him for the second time here in this October, and a lot of guys have seen him 9-10 times already. Does that favor the Dodgers?
Yes, it does. The more you see him, the better. But I think another important key is, in as much as he's going to throw the splitter, sometimes he can throw it at any part of the count, but you got to stay tuned in, and you got to be what they say on. You got to be on the number one. You got to be on his fastball, because that's his fastest pitch. You stay locked in on the fastball, you time it up on the fastball, and you adjust to all the other pitches because they're slower than the fastball. You can't look for a slow pitch and then time up the fastball. It's too late. The ball's by you. You got to look for the fastball and adjust to everything else. Just be very cognizant that you got to make it bring the ball up.
Yeah, the Dodgers, I truly believe can get to Kevin Gosman tonight.
Yeah.
As people are pointing up on the chat board there on YouTube. Yeah, he is Jekyll and Hyde. When he was with Atlanta, when he was with San Francisco, early in his career in Baltimore, the guy can show stuff, but then he's also very hittable. So depending on which Kevin Gosman they see, and Dodgers, you can kind of use that in game 2. He was really good, struck out 17, or he retired 17 in a row at one point. But then when he wasn't good, the Dodgers scored 2 runs off of him in the 7th, couple of solo home runs, chased him from the game, and eventually got to him. I just hope it doesn't take 1 or 2 spins around the lineup like it did in game 2 to get to him. They need to get to him earlier tonight.
Listen, this guy, Kevin Gosman, is what they call a horse. Okay. This guy is going wire to wire. That's what he's built for. He's a racehorse. Okay. And so this guy can, plan for that, but also remember, because of the different amount of pitches he throws and the different grips that he has, guys like this will have a tendency to hang a slider or hang one of those splitters, because they can be hanging pitches too. And if that happens, you can tee off on them. The great thing if you're a pitcher is you got a great slider. I mean, you can tantalize these guys all day long. You can almost tell them it's coming, and that thing's going to start out in the middle of the plate. It's on its trek to the plate. It's a strike until the last 5 feet. Then boom, it just disappears like that splitter does. The thing about it is, if you hang one, what they do in the big leagues is you hang it and we bang it. And so you got to be really aware if he gives you an opportunity to hangs one, just like Guerrero did against Shohei. When Shohei hung that slider, he hung it right there in the wheelhouse. What happened? He banged it. And so you got to be aware of that. Just because he's got the great stuff doesn't mean he won't make a mistake. Yeah. He makes a mistake, you bang it.
Now, as a player, sometimes you need a little motivation. You need a little something to get a little fire in your belly to stir you up. You need something, a bulletin board material sometimes to get a rallying cry. Now, the Kevin Gosman rallying cry, apparently the last 24 hours, according to a report on The Athletic, is all the talk in game 6 has been Yoshinobu Yamamoto, how great he was in game 2 going up against Kevin Gosman. Kevin's been dependable for Toronto, but the advantage is Yamamoto. Apparently Kevin Gosman feels slighted. He feels a little snubbed here, and he's using this as his motivation tonight going into game 6.
Okay, good.
I'm just not an afterthought, guys. I'm just not the other guy in this pitching matchup, that I'm a pretty good starter as well. So he's looking to that now for a little fire in his belly.
Okay, so I'll sum this up quickly. You're in the major leagues. You're in the World Series. You're a grown blank man. Okay, if somebody needs to motivate you, there's something wrong with you. Okay, there's something absolutely wrong with you. I'm not talking about a little bit of shot in the arm inspiration to really push you over the edge or to really get your ire up. But if you're going from ground zero and you need to be motivated up by somebody, there's something wrong with you. I'll tell you what it was like with us on the 88 team. Okay. It was whoever was pitching, the Bash Brothers age. You know what we say to each other? I can't say the 2 words because this is a family show, but it was blank them dudes. Okay. Bring it on and blank you. Okay. That's what it was. Okay. We didn't care who it was. Put them out in front of us and blank them. Okay. That's what it was. It was like, I will almost cut your throat for a base hit.
Yes.
I will. If your mom or your sister or your daughter, sir, with all due respect, is in the way of me getting a base hit, I'm going to run their ass over. Okay. Sorry, no disrespect. After the game, we'll go out and we'll have dinner and we'll be good friends. But during that time, I will run them over for a base hit. And that's the mentality.
I love it. I love it.
Disrespect.
That goes back to what Dave Roberts said last night at the press conference. And that's what Kike Hernandez told David Vassegh as well, that they've got to show fight. They got to show fight tonight in all aspects of the game.
There was no worry about that. There was no worry about fight. Okay. Nobody had to tell us that you got to worry about fight. That fight was there. I guarantee you.
And they got to show fight in the box tonight. And here's a question for you. Somebody on the comment section, does moving up in the box help the batters against a sinker / split finger pitcher?
That's
Terry
a great
from
question.
Illinois. Terry from Illinois is asking.
Terry, great question. And yes, it can help. It can help, although it does take back from when they throw the fastball.
Mm-hmm.
But so you have to measure between changing up what you do in the box and moving up, as opposed to staying in your regular grind. There's a difference between the two, but theoretically, moving in the box, there's pictures, there's video of Babe Ruth actually almost getting a running start from the back of the box to the front and swinging and hitting a home run because he knew they were throwing a pitch that would dip down. So, yeah, it's a good point. If you can do it, theoretically, it works.
Yeah, a lot of chatter about Pete Rose. Pete Rose would move around the box. Pete Rose would always
sure.
talk about moving your feet around the box and not just staying in the same spot every single time. And we see
catchers watch that,
and
they relay that to the pitcher. My brother was a catcher. He said he watched the feet. He could hear guys grunt on a pitch, like, when they're starting to swing, knowing that they're pressing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He would see guys' reaction, these little micro reactions to the pitch coming in, and that's how the pitcher figures out what his sequence is going forward against that hitter. He gets the information from the catcher.
Now, this is being asked repeatedly here on the comment section, and thanks for listening and watching on YouTube as well, X, Facebook. We really do appreciate it, as we are all over the multiple platforms here on AM 570 LA Sports and on the iHeartRadio app. But the repeated question is, Pete Rose told a story about how he took you to dinner.
Uh-huh.
Did that happen?
He did.
How did the Pete Rose dinner
come
about?
Okay. Do you want me to tell the story?
Yes, absolutely.
Do I have 2 minutes?
Yeah, you got plenty of time. People are I got like 5 different people asking about, did Pete Rose really take you to dinner?
This really happened. I need about a minute and a half.
Go for it.
Okay, so in spring training, my rookie year, and people were trying to make comparisons between me and Pete Rose. Oh, you play hard, whatever. I never patted myself after Pete Rose, although I admired him. In spring training, he tells me, Sachs, come to Philadelphia in May. I've checked the schedule. When you get there in May, I'm going to take you out to dinner. I was like, whoa, I'm going to go to dinner with Pete Rose. So I ran in the clubhouse. I called up my parents. Brr, 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 the dial rotary phone. Brr, brr, brr. I called my parents and said, I'm going to dinner with Pete Rose. They said, no. I said, yeah, I'm going to dinner with Pete Rose in May. So we go to Philadelphia. It's May, obviously. I go into batting practice. He's hitting on the field, and I'm thinking, okay, he's going to say something to me. He didn't say anything. So I think, he forgot. I was like, I was dejected. I was going to go out and take some ground balls. And just before he disappeared in the dugout, he said, Sachs, after the game, meet me in front of the stadium. We're going to dinner. Look for a white car. I was like, whoa, he remembered.
Looking for a white car after the game.
Looking for a white car. I was like, well, they came out of the players' lot. Okay, so I was like, God, I can't believe it.
How excited were you for the next 9 innings?
I was flying. Okay, I didn't care about, I'm going to Pete Rose after the game. I was like, whoa. So after the game, I'm standing in front of the stadium. I'm looking for a white car. It was kind of misty, and it was almost like a movie set. And then out of the mist comes this beautiful, long white car, and it had a big medallion at the end of it. I said, wow, Pete's great. Pete's great, This big medallion at the end of the car, and it was a Rolls Royce. And I didn't know anything about what that was. So I'm looking in the car, and he's got this lady in the front seat who later became his wife. He was a Philadelphia Eagles cheerleader. And I said, wow, Pete's great. Pete's great, And he says, get in the back seat. So I open the door, I get in the back, and there's this beautiful lady in the back seat.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
It was her. It was a front seat lady's friend.
Okay.
This is inside stuff.
Okay.
It was her best friend. And I guess she was like the debutante in the area of the day. I was like, whoa, Pete's great. This is like unbelievable. So I think, man, not only can he hit, but he can hook a brother up. You know what I mean? This is amazing. So that's when I openly exclaimed to myself, wow, Pete's great. When he set me up with the date. It was great. So we go out to dinner. We're at a Chinese restaurant. Pete and I are sitting across from each other. The ladies are sitting across from each other. And it was great. It was great. We had dinner, and after that, he dropped me off at the hotel. I thought, Pete's great. This is amazing.
What did you guys talk about?
We talked about hitting. We talked about everything, and the girls, they were talking, whatever. So the next day, I'm at the ballpark, and Pete puts his finger like he's like, come here.
Oh, yeah.
So I go over to him. I said, thank you so much, Mr. Rose, for last night. This was amazing. I couldn't believe it. He says, well, that girl asked me if there's something wrong with you. And I said, well, what are you talking about? He goes, she wants to know if you're a little, and kind of shook his hand like, I'm a little weird or maybe not. I said, well, what do you mean, like that? And he says, well, you didn't say a word to her all night long.
Oh, boy.
And I said, Well, why should I talk to her? I'm out with Pete Rose.
Yes.
That's what I said. And that's how it ended. That was it.
Oh, so Pete Rose was disappointed with you because you didn't talk to the female companion.
Wasn't interested. No. I was out with Pete Rose. Why do I want to talk to her?
Yeah, your eyes were straight ahead on Pete Rose.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what. I was fortunate that I got to spend an evening talking to Pete Rose. It might have not been good timing for the female companion. She was a very nice lady.
I'm sure
very
she
nice
was.
lady. I don't even remember her name. I was out with Pete Rose, man. Sorry.
Oh, what a night.
Yeah, but it was great.
How was the Chinese food, by the way?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I ate it. I called everybody and told them, man, I had dinner with Pete Rose last night. It was incredible.
A lot of great stories from Pete. Any insight on hitting? Did you pick his brain? Were you just asking questions all night?
All night long, I asked questions, and I said, what about the hustle stuff? Is it real? Yeah, absolutely, it's real. I love to hustle. And blah, 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 blah. What about hitting? We talked about hitting the ball through the middle. We talked about this guy got more hits than anybody ever lived, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So when he talked, I listened. I didn't do a lot of talking. I was listening, and it was marvelous.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is
true story.
Awesome.
True story.
And never went to dinner with Pete Rose again, did you?
Nope. Never went to dinner with again, but I'll never forget it. He gave me something that nobody else could give me.
Do you think if you would have paid attention to the female companion, there would have been a second dinner with Pete Rose?
I don't know.
Okay.
I could even say, man.
Okay.
It was just like she wasn't even there.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. He is Steve Sachs. I am Tim Cates. Thanks for being with us on this Halloween Friday morning, leading you up to Game 6 of the World Series. Win or go home for the Dodgers. And they give the ball to Yoshinobu Yamamoto. First pitch at 5:08 from the Galpa Motors broadcast booth. La Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck starting at 4 this afternoon. Great stories from Steve Sachs. They'll continue on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Coming up during this commercial break. When we come back, David Vassegh will join us live from Toronto as we are leading you up to Game 6 of the World Series on your home of the Dodgers. Nobody else has this. Nowhere else are you getting this kind of insight and information than AM 570 LA Sports. Oh, Saxy, great story.
Did you like my story? It's
Rose.
true. I mean, I wish it was more juicy, but it wasn't.
That is awesome. I
can't believe I ignored the girl. She was really a nice lady.
I'm not
I don't even
surprised.
remember.
I know, knowing you a little bit like I do, I can just imagine you. You were locked in on Pete Rose. Baseball.
Locked in on Pete Rose, man.
Well, I'm not here for the food. I'm not even here for the companionship.
I'm not even here for the date.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool that, he could hit, but and like I said, he could hook a brother up because he was very attractive.
Yes.
But I wasn't there. I was there to talk to Pete Rose, man. And it was awesome.
For those watching, listening on YouTube, X, and Facebook, we're near 900 now. And we really appreciate that. Again, thank you so much for listening all month long and for being a part of here on YouTube this week. You're a big football guy.
Yeah, I am.
And you're a big NFL. Is there a college team that you like?
Of course there is.
I think I know.
That's where it starts, Tim.
Notre Dame, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So,
Tim, I grew up in the Catholic Church. I was an altar boy for 4 years. I know every time I go in the church, the walls shake. I get it. But nonetheless, my parents put us in the right places, I believe, to be successful at a young age. And I love growing up in the Catholic Church. I mean, that's all I know. And Notre Dame, to me, my brother and I used to watch the Notre Dame highlights with Lindsey Nelson from Saturday. We used to watch it on Sunday morning, and we just adopted Notre Dame. I love those gold helmets. I love the standards to get into school. I mean, it's like the Stanford of the Midwest. I mean, it's the academic standards are through the roof, and that's what I like about it. It's a standardized school.
Notre Dame, top 12 in the country right now, taking on Boston College tomorrow in Massachusetts. That'll be a fun game.
What time's that game, Tim?
That's a 12:30 Pacific kickoff.
I'm digging it. I'm watching that.
Yeah, it's a 12:30. It'll be on ESPN TV. Now,
that's
NFL,
after my first show of the Rifleman. I'll watch that. Okay, go ahead.
So on Sunday, we got Week 9 in the NFL resuming. Yeah. And for those who don't know,
Niners suck right now.
Your football.
They made a trade. They made a trade. They need an edge rusher.
They made a trade. They
made a trade. They made a trade with I think the Patriots. They got one of their edge rushers because Bose is out with an ACL tear. They don't have Leonard Floyd anymore. So I mean they put no pressure on the quarterback, and he sits there for 9 minutes and 30 seconds until he finds a guy open, and then he just slings it 30 yards right down the middle. Boom! That's a catch. I mean, you got to put pressure on the freaking quarterback.
Yeah.
And they don't do that.
No.
Not at all. And that's why they're lucky to be 5-3. They're not going to even get in the playoffs like this. They got everybody out. Ayuk's out. Let's see. Bose is out. Fred Warner's out. Best middle linebacker in football. All these guys are out.
Yeah, but they got the Giants on Sunday at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
They have an easy schedule. They really do.
I mean,
but nonetheless,
if they can get healthy and get right, your Niners, I think they'll be all right. I don't know.
McCaffrey, I'm just waiting for him to go down. He gets the tar kicked out of him every weekend. He really does. I mean, he's not a big guy. He's like a schmedium. You know what I mean? He's 5'10". No, he's 5'11", 6 foot maybe, 210. He's like my size. But when you're talking about having guys in front of you like all the big linemen, when they finally get to him, they just pound him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a big dude that can absorb all that.
People are liking the NFL talk. They're like, Steve Sachs, NFL talk, love it.
Yeah. Purdy is another one that's not back. He's got turf toe. A frickin' toe is keeping you out for 7 weeks.
Painful though, turf toe.
So inject it. Make it numb. Whatever. Come on. I like Robinson, the guy they got from the Commanders, though. He's a pretty good running back.
Man, you are a 49ers fan.
Good. Well, you know what I like about the Niners is they run and pound the football. And because they pound the football, they drive those linebackers on the opposition in, especially in play action. They come in, and then you just loft it right over their head and in between him and the safety. And you got Kittle up there, George Kittle catching that sucker for a 22-yard gain all the time because they run the ball well.
NFL talk with former major leaguer Steve Sachs. By the way, that division is wide open.
It's
Seattle and the Rams at 5-2, the 49ers 5-3. It's going to get interesting here in the second half of the season.
49ers got a great advantage so far because in conference they're like 3-0.
Yeah, that's right. They came down and beat the Rams on that Thursday night.
Yes.
When
they fumbled on the goal line.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
That was lucky as hell. They got lucky as hell.
Had his pads all falling off. I think we were starting the show back. This is how long we've been on here.
Mac Jones was getting his butt kicked by the Rams. Remember his
100%.
His tailbone guard was sticking out of his pants. They just beat his ass the whole time.
All right, we're coming back here on the radio. We'll have one more final time, YouTube only, X and Facebook, next commercial break. Thank you. Let's go. Here we go. Back on the radio. Sachs and Cates in the AM on this Halloween Friday morning. Thanks for being with us. Here with you until the top of the hour. Our coverage continues at noon with Rogan and Rodney. 2 o'clock, Petros and Money Show, lead up to Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. First pitch, 5:08 from Toronto, Rogers Center. Dodgers and the Blue Jays must win Game 6 to force a Game 7, and then who knows what happens tomorrow. All hands on deck, but they need to get a win tonight. They need to get back on track. They need the ghost of the offense to come back and help out this offense tonight in a win against the Blue Jays with Kevin Gosman on the mound. And Saxy joining us from Toronto. Great coverage yesterday from the workout. The interview with Kike Hernandez was fantastic. We love it. The one and only David Vassegh joins us from Toronto. David, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's up, David?
This team yesterday at the workout, what's the sense you got, David, as far as how they're feeling, the attitude? Would they lose, feeling a little tight? What did you gather from that workout last night?
No, I mean, I thought Dave Roberts did a great thing, set the tone at the beginning. The guys just had started to come out to stretch and play catch for the workout, and Dave Roberts challenged Hae-Sung Kim to a race first to third. Kim gave Dave Roberts a sizable lead to start out with, and Kim lapped him coming around second base, and Dave ate dirt. I think he actually strained his right hamstring when he tried to, shortcut second base, and the entire team started laughing, and it kind of set the tone for a lighter mood in the workout. So I thought that was great. And talking to Clayton Kershaw, Freddie Freeman, Kike, just seems like the guys are in a really good headspace. They needed that day off, I think, just to kind of reset. And I really do believe they're in a good spot to be able to score some runs for Yamamoto and force a game 7.
Mm-hmm. Dave, good to be with you today. And speaking of reset and Ha-Seong Kim, we've been throwing some things around here around the set. Any chance we might find a surprise at second base or center field, or what is your thought about that?
Yeah, well, a couple of observations from yesterday's workout may be something. It may not be anything.
Mm-hmm.
But when Shohei Ohtani was launching baseballs into the Rogers Center upper deck last night, Teoscar Hernandez was heckling him from left field. Teoscar Hernandez was shagging fly balls in left field last night. Don't know if that means anything or not, but something to keep an eye on. And look, Tommy Edman has still struggled in this series. Could we see Miguel Rojas in the starting lineup? I wouldn't be surprised if Miguel Rojas is in this lineup tonight.
That could be the spark they need, David. We were talking about Ha-Seong Kim, he's going to add in more of a spark, what he could bring to the bottom of the lineup, the speed. It's just something different, just something that can maybe give this Dodgers team a boost, get some traffic on the base pass, cause some havoc with the ground ball with his speed. But Miguel Rojas is interesting because he's a great defensive player. He's a veteran up the middle to go with Mookie Betts. And again, a guy who at the bottom of the lineup could help produce. But outside of him, Kike Hernandez, who you talked to, he's got to have a big game tonight. Max Muncy is one of these guys who just feels like he's just almost there as far as those home runs are concerned. It's been the case all series, just almost. Hitting it right to guys. We're almost going to break through. Do you feel like this offense can break through tonight?
They have the talent to. I mean, I find it really hard to believe that this offense is going to go down quietly, and it seems like guys have to just start competing and not trying to outguess what the pitcher is going to throw them in certain counts. I feel like the Dodgers are at that point where it's like, hey, whatever our game plan was, it's not working. And more importantly, in the middle of the game, you've got to watch what the pitcher is doing and be able to adjust in game. And I feel like that has been lacking all postseason. And I feel like the Dodgers are in a point where they have to make those adjustments or they're going home tonight.
Dave, if let's say that Yamamoto doesn't go the whole route, but he has a good game and he goes deep into the game, 7th inning or whatever, is it everybody available today and then everybody available tomorrow? Or, like you said, if they don't win today, they go home.
I wouldn't say it's everybody available today, but I would say the high leverage guys like Roki Sasaki could be available. I wouldn't even be surprised if Tyler Glasnow pitches an inning today, considering these are the last 2 games. And look, if we're talking about Shohei Ohtani being available to pitch tomorrow, I don't see any other scenario other than him opening the game and giving the Dodgers as much as he's got, and Glasnow, Snell coming in after him.
Looks like George Springer will be back for this Toronto lineup, obviously as a designated hitter. If he's able to play tonight, that could shake up things as far as Bashette now having to play the infield and a guy coming out of the lineup that's been so productive for them. With that being said, Kevin Gosman, the Dodgers were eventually able to get to him in that 7th inning in game 2, but I'm trying to make sure Dodger fans remember he was really good against them also in game 2. He retired 17 in a row at one point, David. They've got to get to him early and can't let him get into that rhythm that he did in game 2.
Well, that goes back to what I was just talking about. Kevin Gosman was throwing a heavy dose of fastballs up until the 6th inning, and the Dodgers were still waiting for his split-fingered fastball that never came. So, like I said, talking to a lot of people, the coaching staff, players last night on the plane, they've got to be able to see what that pitcher's game plan is in real time and be able to adjust.
Yeah, David, do you see the Dodgers implementing a little bit more speed in the game? They got guys that can run on this team. They got a couple that can do it. And I'm not talking necessarily on a straight steal, but dirt balls. And believe me, with the splitter, you're going to get your opportunity to test Kirk after the block. How nimble is he with that body to get up, get the ball, and throw you out? I think they got an ability here on these dirt balls that Gosman's going to throw to put the pressure on Alejandro Kirk after the block.
Yeah, that's a great point. They certainly need to get guys on to be able to take advantage of that and put some pressure. the Dodgers haven't really put a lot of guys in motion, even with their offense struggling. So I'm on board with you, Steve. They've got to be able to move guys on full counts, less than 2 outs, to even just stay out of double plays.
Dave, I want to go back to your conversation with Kike Hernandez, which was great. If you missed it, you can hear it on Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. A very candid one-on-one with Kike and this Dodgers team being down and having been there before just a year ago in this postseason. We also heard from Dave Roberts in his press conference yesterday, and the word fight was used by both Kike and by Dave Roberts. And Dave was very strong about, hey, these guys got to start fighting in the box. They got to be competing up there in the box and have better at-bats. It feels like Dave Roberts, more than any other time that I can remember, is sending a message to his team through the media. Hey, guys, better at bats. We got to start competing and fighting. That word seems to be used a lot the last 24 hours.
Yeah, and I brought this up after Game 5. I think it bears the question asking, bears to be able to be discussed. Did the 18-inning game take more out of the Dodgers than it took out of the Blue Jays? Because the Dodgers are a group of 30-somethings, and the energy coming back for, Game 4 just didn't seem to be there. Game 5, still a little residual effect of that. I think really the day off yesterday is going to benefit these Dodger players to be able to, come back fresh starting tonight. I really do believe we overestimated or underestimated the fact that 18-inning game actually didn't benefit the Dodgers, even though they won it. And the Jays came out, with a lot of energy, and the Dodgers, 32, 33-year-old guys couldn't get their bodies to respond after that.
Yeah, Dave, I wanted to make more of a statement here than a question, and I want to get your response. I know the times I played in a very tough, hostile environment, such as what they're going to face at Rogers Center, and they've obviously seen it before. Sometimes when you have such a heightened awareness where we are in the World Series now, you can use that supposed disadvantage of the other crowd, if you will, playing in the other stadium. You can use that to your advantage, and players sometimes that are coming in as a visitor absolutely thrive on getting the crowd ticked off by beating their team. So that can be an inspiration, I think, for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I could see that, Steve. I mean, Rogers Center was rocking in the first 2 games. The Dodgers didn't give their home crowd a lot to cheer about in 3 games at Dodger Stadium. Mm-hmm. So the energy certainly will fuel that fire, if you will, for the Dodgers to be able to win a Game 6. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but Yamamoto was in a similar situation with his team in Japan the year before he came to the Dodgers in the Japan series. His team was down 3-2, and Yamamoto pitched a complete game, had 14 strikeouts, and his team in Japan went on to win Game 7. So He's no stranger to these type of situations.
Ooh, that's a great nugget right there.
Great nugget right there.
That is great intel as well, that he's been in this situation before. And, of course, not surprised. That's why he is the best of the best. And David Vassegh, our Dodger insider. DV, appreciate it. We'll hear from you throughout the day leading up to Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. And hopefully a big win for the Dodgers. And let's force a Game 7. Thanks for being on this morning.
Thanks, David.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right, there he goes. David Vassegh. How about that?
That's a good nugget right there.
Yeah, I'm starting.
It is the Japan League, though. It's not here.
I know, but it perked me up a little bit, Sax. I'm feeling a little bit better now.
Absolutely.
I mean, we saw him pitch well in the postseason last year, Game 5 against the Padres. But, man, if he's been in this before over in Japan back in 2023, sign me up for a guy who's been there, done that, and knows the pressure of pitching in a game like this.
And this might be a good thing, too, that George Springer coming back from being injured, missing this time, who's to say that he's going to go in there and put the cape on and be a savior again? He might be a liability to this team.
I'd like to see Yama just put one. I'm not going to say. Not even gonna say.
You don't want to thump him.
No.
Listen, if he happened to hit him in the rib cage again, I don't want to hurt him really bad. I just want to put him out for a couple of games.
Well, you just can't be afraid to throw the ball inside. That's all I'm saying.
And you never want to aim the head. Never.
Just
never. Maybe the hand, a little broken finger or something.
Hey, you got to make sure these guys realize there's two sides of the plate. There's the middle, there's the inside, there's the outside, and you can't just sit there and own the inside if you're a hitter. You know, you gotta be aware that the pitcher's going to throw inside a little bit.
And we're just kidding. We don't want to hurt anybody. No, nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to break a bone or anything like that. But what I'm saying is you can pitch inside and be effective.
Yeah.
And I think you're right about that. There's nothing wrong with moving a guy's feet once in a while. You don't have to thump him, but you need to move his feet once in a while.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
What's interesting, a couple of days ago, I brought up the fact that the 18-inning game in this Dodgers team looked tired and played like that. And how could they be tired? And now that's being kind of thrown out there that maybe did it affect them.
That's over now.
I got criticized for that, by the way. There were some people saying, like, how would you say that? How dare you? Who you are to say that? And then all of a sudden now it's like, yeah, maybe it did affect this team. I don't think it did.
Maybe Tim was right.
I don't think it did, but
no, I don't either.
Yeah.
No, I don't either. It's an easy call to say that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, how do you know?
We'll come back and we'll wrap things up on this Friday. We'll wrap things up for Sax and Cates in the AM.
Oh, come on. I knew you were going there.
Hang
on a second.
Here in October, at least. Here in October.
Right,
who knows what
ahead.
November has in store? And it all depends on what happens between the lines tonight. Sax and Cates in the AM. We'll be back on the radio in just a couple of minutes with Steve's Keys. Will join us over on YouTube right now. We're near 1,000 strong. Join us. Put us over the top on YouTube, X, Facebook, on AFI 70 LA Sports.
For the city of Rock.
From the grit.
We're back on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Thank you for being with us. We really do appreciate that. It has been a great run here in October and still plenty of baseball to be played with Game 6 tonight and a Game 7 tomorrow. I am fully confident there will be a Game 7 tomorrow. And when Game 7 is played, it's all hands on deck, and I cannot wait to see what happens tomorrow night in that Game 7. I am confident in Yamamoto, and I'm confident this Dodger team will snap out of it tonight. It's actually a lot of great comments on the message board here as well.
What you got?
They love your comment about George Springer. Sorry, not sorry. Laugh out loud. We're mad. People are mad that we had a 1-minute commercial up there. So I can't fast forward during this commercial. I want to get to you guys. Yeah, that's because it's live. That's why you can't fast forward. But yeah, Vassegh with a great nugget. Yeah, David Vassegh with that nugget there in the last segment about how Yamamoto pitched in a Game 6 back against the wall 2 years ago in Japan. That muscle memory that could play big for a Yamamoto, having been there, done that. I don't know if it was a home or road game, but a back up against the wall, must win, carry your team to a Game 7.
Well, he's got 2 versions of it. He already did too.
Yeah.
So that's a good runway.
Absolutely. I feel it just makes me feel better knowing that been there, done that.
He's the guy you got to have in there tonight. 100%. Nobody else.
If we were, no offense to Tyler Glass now, but if he were on the mound tonight, I'd be feeling a little skittish. I'd be feeling like, I don't know about this, but I got confidence in Yamamoto. Now, what happens, we'll find out.
Because tomorrow it could be Glass now and everybody else.
Yeah.
Not just Tyler by himself.
Greetings from El Paso, Texas. You ever play minor league baseball in El Paso, Texas?
I love El Paso. Yeah, there's a great song. One of my favorite songs is Out in the West Texas town of El Paso. I fell in love with a Mexican girl.
Ooh.
Her name is Felina. She had eyes dark as coal. That was the song called El Paso by Marty Robbins.
El Paso by Marty Robbins. Okay.
El Paso by Marty Robbins.
Out
in the West Texas town of El Paso.
The Gunfighter Ballads there.
Yep.
Marty
Amazing
Robbins,
song.
You really like the Westerns with the Rifleman.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Let's see. I got a glove in my hand, my Dodgers cap on. Let's get this victory tonight. Okay, cool. Yeah, I love this. Scam, see you in November. I hope so. Listen to AM 570, my first time on YouTube. Thank you. We appreciate that. We really do. It's been a lot of fun. It's different. We're doing something different here, being on YouTube.
How many do we have today?
We are just about 900. We've gone under 900. We're back over 900. So it has been cool. It's just different during the breaks, chopping it up, talking different things, being a little bit more candid, a little bit more time to talk about other things rather than just Game 6 tonight, and let people see the personality that is Steve Sax. Get to know you a little bit better, Saxy. They all love number 3. They all love you as a World Series champion, as a Dodger. So this has been a lot of fun. Letting people see a different side of you, and you're a real person. You're a down to earth guy, and we love that about you.
Thank you. Well, you're my friend. I've known you for a long time, Tim.
We're just
two guys talking about baseball.
All right, here we go. Back on the radio. One final segment here. Back in the Fall Classic.
This is Sax and Cates in the morning. A second consecutive World Series edition. Now back to Tim Cates and Dodger legend, Steve Sax.
Sax and Cates in the AM. Man, so much fun during the commercial breaks on radio. We pop over to YouTube, Facebook, and X, have great conversations, great back and forth with all you great listeners participating, and that's what it's all about. It's not just sitting here watching two guys yap and hear great stories from Steve Sax. We interact with you on the phones. We interact with you on YouTube, X, and Facebook as well. Of course, all brought to you by our friends at Strauss. From the fields to the work site, Strauss powers our World Series coverage. STRAUSS. Met the folks from Strauss when they were in town for the World Series here at Dodger Stadium. Great guys, great company.
That's what I heard.
In the middle of nowhere in Germany. Just great people. Great people. They invited us out there, by the way.
Did?
I don't know if it means all paid, expensive, but they said, hey, come on out. You're more than welcome to see our headquarters. So, yeah.
I want to go.
I would love to go out there.
I've never been to Europe. I want to go.
Excuse me?
Never been to Europe.
You've never been to Europe?
No, so I want to go to see Strauss.
You've never been. You're Steve
Never
Sax.
been to Europe. But I'm going. I think once I get an opportunity, get free for 2 weeks, I'm going to go to Germany, and so I'm going to go to Strauss, and I'm going to Italy for sure. I got to see. My mom knows exactly where our family started, my great grandmother, Teresa Colombani. She lived in the Borghese Castle. You ever heard of the Borghese Castle? She lived there till she was 14. Her name was Teresa Borghese, and that is royalty in Italy. I've come to find out. And my great grandmother lived there till she was 14 years old. Teresa Borghese. Now she became Teresa Colombani.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you planning for this off season?
Yeah. Sometime I got to go.
Yeah.
I really do, because
that'll be a great trip.
I'm going to be old as Jerry Mathers and never go. I got to do it.
By the way, just got a shout out. Hello from Spain. My wife and I are currently on vacation listening.
Are you kidding?
And watching on
Spain?
YouTube. Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome. People
That's
watching all over the globe.
All over the globe.
It's the power of the iHeartRadio app and YouTube and X and Facebook. So, again, we can't thank you enough. Thanks to Wacko for coming in this week and putting together social media. Matt, Dave Weiss, of course, all of our bosses, Brian Blackmore, Brian Long, for this run here of
great
Scam
team there. You got a great team there, team.
It takes a team, and
no question.
Hopefully our team, which has got it done here in October, the Dodgers as a team will get it done tonight and force the Game 7, which is going to be a pivotal.
Are we going to be texting tonight, Tim? You and I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a phone call or two, I would presume.
Yeah, absolutely. I got posed. Well, here's the thing. I'm sort of on standby, Steve. I have pregame from 4 to 5, Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. And if I don't even want to put it out there, but let's say
you got Raiders too.
Yeah, I got Raiders on Sunday. I got college football game tomorrow. I got SMU and Miami on the radio.
Miami! They beat Notre Dame this year.
If for some reason things don't go the Dodgers' way tonight, and they have to return home for the end of the season, I'll have post game tonight on the radio. But if the Dodgers win, which I'm fully expecting them to do, David Vasseg's got that covered because he'll be live at Rogers Center and there'll be a Game 7 tomorrow. So here's what I'm doing.
Yep.
It's 50-50. Win, they lose. I'm either on or I'm not. I'm planning on not working tonight. And I am planning so by going out and having some margaritas after the pregame show.
That's what you should do.
So I am banking on the fact that I'm not doing postgame show tonight. But if for some reason things don't go the Dodgers' way, it is going to be a very fun postgame show tonight with yours truly after a couple of margaritas.
I can imagine.
Establishment, Don Cuco's. here in
That
Burbank.
would be fun.
By the way, our good friend Father Gary, who calls into the show, and I know
Does he have a prayer for us?
Father Gary says, "Dude, I want to take Steve Sachs to Greece and show him around."
Oh, okay.
So
never. Well, all right.
So
never been there, obviously, either.
No invitation to go to Greece. So,
okay.
Again, we're back at it on Monday as we flip the calendar to November. If the Dodgers win and there's a World Series celebration, we will be back with you. So we fully
on Monday.
We fully expect to see you back on Monday if
Wow.
the Dodgers win
I'll be
the
here.
World Series.
So if they win the World Series, we got scam on Monday.
We will be back.
All right,
at
that's
6
amazing.
a.m. here on AM 570
That
Sports.
is
But
hot.
it's gotta be done by the Dodgers. It's gotta be done between the lines tonight in Game 6 to force the Game 7, and that leaves us to Steve's keys. All right, Saxy. Tonight, Game 6, Yamamoto, Kevin Gosman. What is it gonna take to win tonight?
Okay, so because Gosman is so effective on what he brings to the table, I think you got to make him eliminate a pitch. So if it's that slider that he's working so effectively last time, if it's the splitter that he is really his signature pitch, I think they got to make him not want to throw one of those pitches because they're laying off it and they're not offering at it. So if he's not going to be able to throw everything for a strike, which is, very, very difficult for pitchers to do, that they go out and do a savage where they throw everything for a strike. I think you got to lay off the splitter, make him abandon the pitch, and then you only have 2 pitches to worry about instead of 3. I think that's going to be the key. Don't chase the splitter.
Do not chase the splitter. Anything low, lay off.
Let it go.
That's it. That's right.
If it's low, let it go.
Yes.
If it's high,
let it fly.
Let it fly.
If
Exactly.
it's low, let it go. If it's high, let it fly. That's got to be the mantra of this Dodgers offense tonight.
What it is.
It
It's what
has
it is
to
tonight.
be.
If it's low, let it go. If it's high, let it fly.
It has to be for Game 6 tonight. And Yamamoto, be Yama tonight.
Yes.
Go get it. Leave it out there. Empty the tank. There's no way you're pitching in Game 7 tomorrow. So go out there and let it fly. Go out there, give it all you can and as much as you can. Empty the tank.
That's it.
Every Dodger needs to have that philosophy of empty the tank tonight. There is no tomorrow if you lose. The Dodgers need to win tonight and then figure it out tomorrow.
So there is no eulogy for scam because we're going to be here Monday.
We better be here Monday.
Okay, we better be because we don't.
If not,
play.
Saxy, it has been a fantastic run.
Oh man,
It has
Where's
been
the
in
music?
October
Put the funeral
to
music
remember.
on.
It
Just
has
in
been
case.
it has been a fantastic.
Hang on. Listen.
The tissues are out. Listen, I hope this is a premature obit for scam.
Well,
everybody on the message board says, see you Monday. No. See you Monday. Stop it.
You brought me to a position now that I didn't want to be in.
It's an uncomfortable position, but it's a position we have to face. It's reality.
It's
that it's going to come to an end here for scam at some point. We just hope it's on Monday.
It's getting in touch with your, I guess, lighter side.
Yeah.
And
your inner self.
This is tough. Yeah. This is tough.
We want to thank everybody, Wacko, Michelle, Zach, who has been here a lot. It has been a great run. Sax and Kate's in the AM live and local. It's been our honor to be with you every morning. Saxy,
this is a tough thing.
I look forward to it every single year.
Okay.
My gosh.
I like that.
Little vampire Saxy and a little clown cake.
The hell with it, Tim. I'll see you Monday.
We're going to see you Monday, Saxy.
See you Monday, bro.
Everybody, Colin Cowherd coming up next. Game 6 tonight. Let's go, Dodgers.
From your Toyota dealer's traffic center, it's Trucktober at your Toyota dealer.